Every time she washed dishes, she secretly watched her brother practice. Because even at such a young age, he could easily unleash sword energy. So whenever she saw her father praising him, she felt jealous. After they left, she picked up a chopstick and wanted to try too. But when she copied her brother and swung hard at the leaves far away, nothing happened at all. Seeing this, she was completely disappointed. Did women really have no talent for martial arts? But right after she walked away, the sword energy she had just released actually tore a crack straight through the ground. That powerful sword energy split a faraway sect in half, and that scene happened to be seen by a martial saint nearby, as expected of the sword spirit soul. With just one lousy chopstick, she can cut through a mountain. He immediately flew down and stopped the girl as she left. Then he asked if she was willing to become his disciple. But to his surprise, she flat out refused. Because ever since she was little, her father looked down on her for being a girl. So all she wanted now was to carry forward the Chu family sword art and prove herself to her father. Hearing this, the old martial saint was so mad he almost jumped. With no other choice, he handed the girl a jade pendant and told her to think it over. Once she made up her mind, all she had to do was crush the pendant, and he would come take her away. But that very night, her adopted brother wanted to inherit the entire Chu family fortune, so he decided to get rid of her. He called her to the ancestral hall. Right in front of her, he set fire to the Chu family ancestral tablets. When their father arrived, he deliberately put his hand into the fire, pretending he had been burned. Then he pinned everything on her. No matter how she explained, her father chose to believe the adopted son. He believed his own daughter was lying, so he punished her by family law. She thought her mother would speak up for her, but even her mother accused her of being disrespectful. Even her fiancé, who once cared for her most, sided with the adopted son. And just like that, her father locked her in the back mountain as punishment. Every day she suffered pain like 10,000 arrows piercing her heart. In the blink of an eye, 10 years passed. Because the adopted son was about to become the Chu family's young master, her father finally released her. When she returned to her room, she realized that in these 10 years, not a single person had ever come in. She found the jade pendant the old man had left her back then. Just as she hesitated over whether to crush it, she suddenly heard her parents talking outside. "I raised you since you were little. In my heart, you're closer than my own child. Besides, Zhao Zhao is just a girl. We've already treated her well enough." "Exactly. You are the true heir of the Chu family. I taught you your swordsmanship myself. Once your right hand heals, I'm counting on you to restore the Chu family's glory." Hearing this, she completely gave up. She finally realized her parents had never loved their own daughter, so she crushed the jade pendant in her hand. It was time to leave this home she no longer cared about. Meanwhile, the old man had waited 10 years. He finally waited for the day she crushed the pendant. He immediately called his eldest disciple over and told him to prepare the herbs needed to awaken her sword spirit soul. In 3 days, he would personally go bring the girl back. That day was the adopted son's birthday. It was also the day their father made him young clan leader. Their father personally gave him the Chu family sword art as a gift. Their mother and the eldest senior brother also gave him presents. And she saw all of it. But since she was about to leave, she didn't take it to heart. But just as she was about to go, her father noticed her. He scolded her for not preparing a gift on her brother's birthday. At this point, she couldn't even be bothered with them. She turned to leave. But then her fiancé, the eldest senior brother, stopped her. Using the excuse that he had to support the young master, he wanted to call off their engagement. "Hao Xuan saved my life. Shouldn't I support him? You're the one who can't tell right from wrong and acts completely unreasonable." Hearing this, she found it ridiculous. Back then, when he was gravely ill, all the doctors were helpless. She used blood from her own heart as the medicine primer, and after 3 straight days, finally saved his life. But the adopted son stole all the credit. Still, none of that mattered anymore. She told her fiancé he would regret this. Then she turned and left. That night was New Year's Eve. She finally received the old man's letter. She was relieved she could finally leave this prison behind. While the whole family was reunited, none of them even noticed she wasn't there. On that snowy night, she blew out the candle in her room and went to the dock alone. It wasn't until the midnight bell rang that her mother finally realized she hadn't seen her all night, so she decided to check the girl's room. "Where is Zhao Zhao's room again?" "Madam, the eldest young lady has been living in the West Yard storage room these years." "The storage room? You're saying she lives in a storage room? She's the eldest daughter of the Chu family? What kind of arrangement is this? Mrs. Old Room was turned into young Master Haoxuan's weapon storage, so she could only stay in the storage room. When her mother arrived at the room, she finally saw that her daughter, the Chu family's young lady, had been living in a place even servants wouldn't stay in. Then she saw the letters her daughter left on the table, along with the awl used to draw heart blood back then. Only then did her mother realize the truth. She quickly ran out with those things and handed all the letters to her father. After opening them, her father realized he had wronged his daughter all these years. Not only did she love her brother dearly, she also only wanted to stand up for the family. April 23rd. I told Haoxuan not to break into the ancestral hall, but he framed me. In this family, I live worse than a dog. Father and mother don't like me at all. Maybe my birth was a mistake from the very beginning. Looking at every single thing she wrote, her father finally regretted ignoring his daughter. All these years. At this moment, the eldest senior brother looked at the awl in his hand. Only then did he realize she was the one who saved him. Only now did they finally see the adopted son's true colors. Luckily, a servant rushed over and told them the eldest young lady had appeared at the dock. Only then did they run out, trying to bring her back. But by then, she had already found the old man. There was nothing here worth missing anymore. From that day on, she changed her name to Ling Qiao. She vowed to stand at the peak of martial arts. Then she boarded the departing boat with her master. By the time her family arrived, she was already gone from the river. In the blink of an eye, 3 years passed. Under her master's guidance, she awakened her sword spirit soul. Her strength had already reached first place on the martial ranking. The old man wanted to test her power. He gathered all his inner force into a single drop of wine and sent it flying at her. Once she noticed it, she lightly swung her sword and stopped the wine drop. Then she sent it right back. The force was so powerful it pierced straight through the bamboo forest. Seeing this, the old man was deeply pleased. With her current power, even he, her master, felt inferior, so he took out a token. He handed over the #1 sect he had founded himself, Xuanwu sect, for her to inherit. Then he told her, this year's Xuanwu sect disciple selection would be held in her hometown, Luodu, and it would be hosted by the Chu family, so he wanted her to go there on his behalf. Thinking of all the humiliation she suffered at home back then, and now that she was first on the martial ranking, it was time to go back and face them. They soon arrived. The disciple selection began. That day everyone learned the examiner was Ling Qiao, ranked first on the martial ranking. They were all beyond excited. Even the adopted son had admired this incredible woman for a long time. Her father also said, if only a female genius like this were my daughter, how great would that be? So he told the adopted son to work hard and make sure Ling Qiao accepted him as a personal disciple. But as soon as they finished speaking, the disciples' swords began to tremble. Then, as if summoned by some force, they all flew out of their sheaths. They formed a powerful sword formation. The next second, oh my god, young Master Ling Qiao is here. Just seeing her once is enough for me to die with no regrets. After landing, she simply waved her hand, and all the swords returned to their sheaths on their own. Seeing this, the adopted son quickly stepped forward and knelt in front of her. He begged her to give him some guidance. But the moment she turned around, the adopted son froze. Make your move,